paka paka wooka chiki 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 wooka paka waka waka wooka chiki 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 wooka paka.
Hello! So, episode 4. The first fiction episode. Also the first expulsion episode. And it begins there with Justin being expelled for threats of physical violence. With what it was he was doing, they showed a bunch of clips. Nicole said she was scared. Kent had mentioned that he's a very imposing, threatening figure. Also that Hardy had said that he would get him on the ground if he tried anything, because Hardy's a bouncer. Hardy also mentioned that he had to convince him to not break a bottle on the basketball court. The biggest takeaway I actually took was Hardy getting, I look at it as a lot of respect, being able to get that from the other house guests, because he's clearly willing to step up against something that perhaps is scaring some other people. Being the protector, I think psychologically can help you. It can help you, as I am mentioning, with jury folks at the end. Respect is very big. So Justin, he was talking in the diary room, so this is before his expulsion. It is a little difficult to know when he's joking. He's mentioned that in the last episode. He actually mentions it a little bit in the future. Anyway, he seems to have a joking manner, outlook on this. But the last straw for him was when he was kissing a drunk Krista and he held a knife to her neck. Didn't get to see it, but got told that's what happened. And he also was asking her, would you be mad if I killed you right now? Would she be mad if he killed her right now? Now yes, I'm pretty sure he's joking here, but still, this sort of thing is gonna get you kicked out. So house guests were informed of his expulsion. I think it was notable that from what I could see, it was Chilltown members packing his stuff up. As far as Kent was concerned, good riddance. He doesn't have to worry about his pillow anymore. So that's a positive for Kent. Bunky was very upset. He was crying in the bathroom, and he had a DR talking about he kind of felt like Justin had committed suicide and that he wasn't able to help him. Sherry had mentioned to the outside crew about that there were 3 people, Boogie, Shannon and Will, inside, thinking this was like really funny. I didn't like this from Sherry. This sort of comment can easily, it digs Chilltown's hole deeper, but I say it dug her own hole deeper as well. Because the more that Chilltown are hated, the more the anti-Chilltown Nicole is likely to stay over Sherry. Now, perhaps, no, I don't think, I can't say she was or wasn't strategically saying this, but perhaps you could look at it as she's being anti-Chilltown to say to everyone else, hey, I don't like him either. But I don't think that's what happened. Continuing on with the Chilltown first, regular people. Shannon had I would say, particular bad conversation with Autumn. They also did have an argument, but I'm not even referencing that necessarily, talking about that. Shannon was talking to Autumn and she had said the line around of, will keep you safe. It's something around that. I wanted to point that out specifically because I didn't like that. I mean, because if I was on the receiving end of a line like that, it wouldn't make me feel like I'm part of the group. That I would feel rather expendable. So even if you're having a conversation with somebody and perhaps it's somebody who wouldn't think of it, like they wouldn't read between the lines. Still don't give them the ability to by saying something like Shannon did, making them feel like they're part of the group. Well, it'll make it better. It'll make them more comfortable with what you're saying, I think anyways. I noted Sherry mentioning to nominate Shannon and Will. Again, really bad for her, this situation. Is there anyone that hates Chilltown more than Nicole? Nicole, the more anti-Chilltown nominee, is becoming more and more likely to stay. I don't know how much changes if Justin doesn't get expelled. I don't know much does, but this situation is just digging the hole for Chilltown deeper and deeper. Now, in order for it to get deeper than it has been, I think that the hole was already too deep before this point for them to come back from, except for Will. But this isn't helping. We get family segments. Nicole's husband says she's very caring, very emotional. Yep. Developing a strategy. She won't compromise who she is, but she'll make more of an effort with the other house guests. She needed to. I noticed as well that the shots of Nicole when she's in the house were of her talking to Hardy, that Hardy-Nicole duo. Sherry's mom and son think she's playing the game, and perhaps that she has been since day one. I think that just has to mean in terms of she's saying things deliberately to cause a certain feeling from the other house guests. That's sort of what I think that means. Her son mentions she'll draw you in, manipulate you, and that it isn't really seen by the others because you don't really expect it. I think in order to work out a parent in Big Brother or Survivor, learn what they do when their kid isn't doing something they like, what technique they'll use to try and stop them from doing that and do something else. Can be something to look out for. Do not underestimate the opponent. We get to some voting. I hadn't mentioned Will and Shannon voting for Nicole. They did. There wasn't much else to say other than that, really, for them. Hardy mentions being closer to Nicole, so that's why he ends up voting to keep her. Monica views Nicole as a threat down the line if she were to stay. Yes, she votes you out at Final 3. It was a fair concern for you to have. And Monica votes for Nicole to go. We get a Monica and Boogie discussion. Nicole has a diary room talking about Chilltown not getting to know her, that Hardy had said he wished they got to know her like he had. Points for Hardy there. Boogie made a comment to Nicole about her wanting to keep the ethics, but that it doesn't fit in there. That's the Mike Boogie. That's the Mike Boogie I know. Shannon did have a diary room here about Boogie's plan with the noms. Almost backfiring a bit, but Boogie doesn't see it. Julie has a private conversation with Boogie as he's the head of household. Boogie thinks Nicole will still go, but that she's convinced some people and the vote may end up being closer than he originally thought. He believes she used the sympathy card to perhaps sway a couple of the women over to voting to keep her. He also believes that he and Sherry are close, which from what I've seen does not seem to be the case on Sherry's end. It's a bit more one-sided. Although she did say, put Will and Shannon up, but still. We get to Kent and Autumn voting to evict Cheryl. So at this point it's 3-3. Autumn said it's a strategy to shift the power, while Kent talked a bit more psychologically about her being lovely. He also mentioned her sort of being used to getting her own way. So Julie comes on to announce the votes. 5-3, Sherry's evicted. That's Hardy, Autumn, Bunky, Kent, and Krista versus Shannon, Will, and Monica. So Monica, even after the Kent seeds, still votes to evict Nicole. Perhaps I'm just not used to this, but I found to walk out from the house to Julie awkward. I think it's a combination of the length of the walk as well as no audience. There also weren't goodbye messages either, and they showed her the votes. So we get to the Sherry interview. She says Chilltown are the targets. I forget if she said this, but Sherry being voted out is more of an anti-Chilltown vote, clearly. She said that she likes Justin, also that he's a follower. Like, some of the stuff he did, he was a bit egged on to do it from her perspective. Learned there's an America's choice between Mike and Krista, as they both have birthdays. The choice is which one of them gets a surprise greeting from home. I'm sure Krista will win this. From what I know, the fans were anti-Chilltown as well, at least this early. And now we get to the Justin interview. He talks about his threats as a joke. Asks, when asked, can he see how people would be worried about his state of mind? He says no. He also mentioned that his strategy was confusion, because when people are confused, they make bad decisions. Yes, kind of like putting a knife to a woman's throat. He says he doesn't understand why he was expelled. Yeah. Also, because of Justin, the HOH won't be found out until the next episode. So that's it for the 11th day of week 1. Chilltown did horrible. Rise of Hardy and Nicole is coming if it hasn't already. I liked Kent with his seed plants, but it didn't even work. Nicole, as Monica still voted for Nicole. I'll say that the person I'm probably highest on at the moment is Hardy. He has the respect, the likability. Everything I've heard from him is good so far. And who's done the worst? Will, maybe? Probably Will. So it's not a good start for him. So the next week, I don't actually remember who wins HOH. I think it's Hardy. For memory, this is where Shannon goes out. The toothbrush incident. So yes, that would be Hardy. And we start to see Will go in survival mode, which is gonna be fun to watch. Bye bye.